Josef Fritzl Jr. was born in 1935, in the small city of Amstetten in Lower Austria. His mother, Maria, was the illegitimate child of a miller. Maria met a penniless drifter in 1934, named Josef Fritzl Sr., and soon after Josef Jr. was born, they lived in Amstetten, about 90 miles from where Hitler was born. His father left them at age 4, and never heard from him after that. He was raised by his mom, who was constantly working. He was beaten as a child by his mother. Maria was never affectionate or had the regular motherly characteristics towards young Joseph, leading to his apathetic adulthood. The one emotion that he did feel from his mom was only fear. During World War II, Joseph's mother was arrested and sent to concentration camp. 10-year-old Joseph was left alone and ended up in an orphanage. He was at age 15 when he developed some sexual habits. He began wandering around Amstetten to gain sexual pleasure from watching others when they are naked or engaged in sexual activity. He also exposing himself to young women and getting violent with the prostitutes in the red light district of Linz. He was graduated from college as electrical engineer and ended up working for an Austrian steel company. He married his wife Rosemary Baer at the age of 21, while Rosemary was just 17 years old. He dominated his wife, to the point that he was able to make frequent trips alone to Pattaya, a city in Thailand. Fritzl and Rosemary had 7 children together, 2 sons and 5 daughters, including Elizabeth, whom he reportedly started sexually abusing as early as 1977, when she was 11 years old. He became very strict and disciplined due to his childhood. In 1959, after Fritzl had married and purchased a house, his mother comes to live with them. Fritzl claims that he has feared his mother his entire life, so he locks her in the attic, bricks up the window, tells neighbors she is dead, and kept her there until her death in 1980. She may have been imprisoned as long as 20 years. In 1967, at age 32, he was sentenced to 18 months for rape, when he broke into a young mother's house and raped her at knife point. Though after 15 years, his record was wiped clean, due to the Austrian law that if a conviction is less than a life sentence, it would be wiped from their record. In August 1984, after his daughter Elizabeth turned 18, Fritzl lured her into the basement of their house, where she remained captive until 2008. Fritzl routinely molested her during this period, leading to the birth of 7 children. He was found to have caused the death of 1 newborn, by failing to seek medical help despite knowing the baby was in danger of dying. He will spend what is left of his life behind bars, and be forever known as the Monster of Amstetten.